Welcome to COIS3750, Principles of Online Marketing. This is Chapter 11 of Mastering Online Marketing. This is the second lecture in our series of 3 about web analytics. This one concerns monitoring our results. Previously, we've looked at how to understand what visitors we have, how they behave, and how the website performs, and where there is room for improvement. This chapter, we're going to try and understand the marketing results of the website and our other marketing efforts, but on a higher level of abstraction. Goals measure how well business objectives are achieved. KPIs, or Key Performance Indicators, track how the website performs on those specific features that the KPI represents. There are 2 types of goal conversions, macro conversions and micro conversions. Macro conversions are the top level objectives for the website. For instance, getting a purchase in the web shop, get a subscriber to the blog. Well, micro conversions are the smaller ones, such as having someone read the white paper or view a product video, that are the minor steps along the way that ultimately lead to the macro conversion. Micro conversions are important because they help build a relationship with a potential customer that can ultimately lead to a macro conversion. And macro conversions may never happen unless the micro conversion is completed first. When you set goals, you have to consider what your objectives are. Are we looking to make sales, create leads, get subscribers, get quote requests, reduce the number of support questions, or some other objective? Google Analytics supports this process by having an entire goal setting process, including some ready-made templates. It further supports this analysis by having goal results so that you can use your goals overview report to analyze your results. Google Analytics provides a goal flow report, which shows the funnel steps, including loops, and helps to find unanticipated user flows and processes that the user followed in order to ultimately reach the goal successfully that may not have been anticipated by you or may not have been the way you wanted them to do it. Google Analytics also provides a campaign monitoring feature. Given that Google Analytics has so much volume of information related to the activities on your website, you may want to get to a single place that will allow you to monitor your results of your online or your offline marketing campaigns all in one place. Google Analytics provides the ability to tag traffic in custom ways, thanks to something called UTM parameters. UTM stands for Urchin Tracking Module and is the string of characters at the end of the URL that uniquely identify the source. So using UTM tags, you could track an offline source, for instance an ad in a newspaper, if you provided the UTM characteristics in the link that someone had to type into their browser. The downside, of course, is that the UTM tagged URL is a bit cumbersome. It's long. As an aside, when you're referencing links at the bottom of papers and such, you want to be trimming all those UTM tags back so that you get to the generic link and it's not 1,000,000 parameters long. So what you need to do to work your way around the UTM tags being so cumbersome for your potential visitors is to have your web developer set up a URL redirect. What that URL redirect is going to do is going to be a shorter URL that's easier to type in, easier to remember, and it will actually direct the traffic that goes to that sort of fake address and ramp it through the UTM tagged URL. So it might be www.example.com/promotion that is in your newspaper ad, and people can type that in reasonably easily, and that might direct it to www.example.com/spring campaign UTM source equals print media and UTM underscore medium is equal to newspaper, and UTM campaign equals New York Times, and UTM content is sports car ad. So instead of making them type that cumbersome URL, they can simply type www.example.com/promotion. This slide shows an example of a dashboard. Dashboards just take the information that's most pertinent to you for that specific view and put it in a visually simple and intuitive way of displaying it, so that ideally you can tell at a glance of your dashboard how your campaign has been progressing. Thank you. That's the end of this lecture.